In this video, we're going to discuss top 10 mostly asked string interview questions in Java. If you are preparing for a Java interview, whether you're a fresher or an experienced developer, then this video is very important for you. Because string is one of the most common topics asked in almost every Java interview. We will understand each question in a simple way with clear explanation and examples, so that you can easily understand and quickly revise before your interview. So watch the video till the end, because these questions are very important and can really help you feel more confident in your interview. Now, without wasting any time, let us start with the first question. 1. What is a string in Java? You can simply answer this question like, a string is a sequence of characters in Java which can be represented as an object of the string class. It is an immutable data type, which means that once a string object is created, it cannot be modified. Question number 2. What is the difference between string, StringBuffer, and StringBuilder? This is a very important question and it is often asked in Java interviews. A simple way to explain this is, string is an immutable class, whereas StringBuffer and StringBuilder are mutable classes. This means that once a string is created, it cannot be modified, while the content of StringBuffer and StringBuilder can be modified. StringBuffer is synchronized and hence it is thread-safe, while StringBuilder is not synchronized and hence it is not thread-safe. StringBuilder is faster than StringBuffer because it is not synchronized. Before we move ahead, I want to quickly tell you about our complete Java interview preparation kit. In this kit, you will get a complete collection of the most commonly asked Java interview questions. It includes 800+ mostly asked interview questions covering core Java, advanced Java, Spring Boot framework, and SQL. So you don't have to search different websites or books. Whether you are a fresher or an experienced developer, this kit will help you practice better and feel more confident in interviews. You can find the link to the complete Java interview preparation kit in the video description below. Make sure to check it out. Now let's move to the next question. 3. Can we use the double equals operator to compare two strings in Java? Here's how you can respond to this question. No, we cannot use the double equals operator to compare two strings in Java. The double equals operator checks whether the two objects refer to the same memory location. To compare two strings in value, we should use the equals method. Next question is, how to find a length of a string in Java? We can find the length of a string in Java using the length method. Here is the example to find length of the given string. In the example, we can clearly see that we are finding the length of the string using the str.length method and storing that length inside the integer variable len. And then we are just printing that length as an output. Next, how to reverse a string in Java. So you can simply say, we can reverse a string in Java using reverse method of the StringBuilder class. Here is an example of reversing a string using StringBuilder. Next very important question is, why string is immutable in Java? Explain it with example. So here's a best way to answer this question. In Java, string is immutable, which means once a string object is created, its value cannot be changed. For example, if I write string s equals Mumbai, and later do s equals s.concat city, Java does not modify the original Mumbai object. Instead, it creates a new string object Mumbai city and makes s refer to it. The reason Java makes string immutable is mainly for security, memory efficiency, and thread safety. Strings are commonly used to store sensitive data like passwords, file paths, and database URLs, so if they were mutable, their values could be changed accidentally or maliciously. Also, Java uses a string pool where multiple variables can refer to the same string object to save memory. If strings were mutable, changing one reference would affect all other references pointing to the same object. To avoid this confusion and problem, Java keeps strings immutable. And because of this, strings are also automatically safe to use in multi-threaded environments without extra synchronization. 7. How to concatenate two strings in Java? We can concatenate two strings in Java using the plus operator or the concat method. Here is the example, which concatenates str1 and str2. Next question is, explain the substring method in Java. So you can simply say, the substring method in Java is used to retrieve a substring from a given string. It takes two arguments, the starting index and the ending index of the substring. Here is the example of substring method in Java. Next, how to replace a character in a string in Java. We can replace a character in a string in Java using the replace method. Here is the example which replaces character E with I. And the last question is, how to convert a string to an integer in Java. We can convert a string to an integer in Java using the parseInt method of the integer class. We just need to use integer.parseInt method and pass given string as a parameter. Before ending this video, I want to ask you one small question. Here is the question for you. Why string is final class in Java? Try to answer this question in the comments section. This will help you test your understanding and improve your interview preparation. When we try to answer, we understand the concept more clearly. So write your answer in the comments. I will read your answers. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more such videos.